Is that a bite? Or is that a stick caught in the line? Oh, that is a fish. Hey, I got him. And he was right on the bank. All right, we're gonna have to work him around some logs. River rats, I've been down south, and while it's nice and pretty and there's big fish, it feels pretty darn good to be back in the poopy, muddy rivers of the Midwest that I just really love. We're gonna try to get some fish, so let's go. These rivers aren't really, you know, your conventional beautiful, but got a lot of good memories on these. And they definitely have fish, and sometimes they have lots of fish, and hopefully today's a day where they have lots of fish. This is kind of a time of year where you can catch a lot of different things. Sometimes catch them really well, so I got a lot of different things to hopefully catch them really well. Kind of. I forgot my jig box, so that is my only jig that I have. I don't know, the water's kind of, well, it's muddy. I don't know if there's anything gonna be biting, but I'm gonna try. There are a pile of fish in here moving around, probably most of them carp. Oh, there's a fish. I don't know what you were. I'll throw a lure at you. It's not quite chocolate milk. Well, we've had some rain and it shows. Ooh, there's a tick. Haven't seen one of you for a minute. Yeah, the water's just muddy enough where I'm not super duper confident that we're gonna get anything on the lure, but I did bring some bait, so I'll throw the old cat rods out. Last cast with this. That's a log. Oh, I got it off, lucky. I have 8 million jigs, just not with me. So the value of this jig has increased substantially from this time yesterday. Especially if I catch a fish on it. Probably try this a little bit more, but I want to get some cat rods out. I'm gonna drift a bobber too. Just because I haven't caught a fish under a bobber in a good long while, and I'd like to change that. It is nice and muddy, but I do have a log right here to have a seat on. I'm gonna feel like slowing down a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a couple short ones out here and then drift a bobber down there. Hopefully that's a recipe for success. For bait, I like cut bait, fresh cut bait, fresher the better. Got a creek chub right there. You probably couldn't see that. Creek chub right there. It's basically a big minnow. You can catch them on rod and reel, they're pretty fun. I'm gonna cut them up into a few little chunks and it's gonna be our bait. Suckers are good, shads are really good, I just don't have any. So it's not always the easiest to get, at least around here. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I want to get close to that log over there. That's pretty close. 2 or 3 feet deep. Probably more like 3 or 4. Plenty of depth to hold a catfish. Hopefully don't take long. And last but not least, you'll get that bobber going. And if you're like, what depth do you set your bobber? I don't know. Just cast it out and check. We'll start it 2 or 3 feet down. We'll give her a drift, and if we don't get bit, we'll drop her down another 6 inches to a foot. Try it again. Yep, she's floating. Drifting a little fast, but we'll try it, you know. I got a rod holder sitting there for the bobber rod for 2 reasons, because I can let it drift for a while and then just put it in the holder and let the current take it where it takes it. Doesn't work good. That doesn't work very well in really heavy current. But the other thing is, if one of these gets a bite, I can put it in the rod holder and not set it in the mud. Oh, we're stuck on a log. There we go. Yeah, she's drifting a little fast. I want it to tick the bottom a little bit, slow it down. Or is it stuck to the bottom now? I think it's hung up on something. Reeling it in isn't too big of a deal. I got this PC Fun Carbon XCS, and it's got like a 8:1:1 gear ratio. So the handy thing about that is, if you let your bobber drift a long ways, you can reel it in real fast and do it over again. Functional features and such. There's a lot of reels with 8:1:1 gear ratios, but this is a nice affordable one. No nibbles yet. It might be right on the bank today. The water's up a little bit, not a lot, but enough it might put them on the bank. Oh, we had a nibble right there. Checking the time and give it 8 minutes. Is that a bite? Or is that a stick caught in the line? Oh, that is a fish. Hey, I got him. And he was right on the bank. All right, we're gonna have to work him around some logs and some willows. Cool. Wonder if the first one was a fish too. It's just such a slow, gradual pull down. All right, gotta keep him out of sticks. That was nice. Didn't get to watch the bobber go under, but you got to watch Rod take a nosedive and got the fight. Sweet. That one was pretty shallow, which I don't mind a bit. Might slide down there, might slide down, might slide up. I don't know if right here is the answer, but it's a pretty comfy spot, and we did catch a fish, so I don't know. I'll make another cast and drift the bobber back down, but that was fun. I don't know. A lot of the big, serious cat guys talk trash on channel cats, but I love these things, and I call them channel rats lovingly. You know, it's kind of like a nickname, a funny nickname you give your buddy or whatever. But yeah, you got to catch them on the right gear. You know, if you catch them on stuff made to reel in 100-pound catfish, then catch a 2-pounder. It's not going to be very fun, but catch one on old Slappy, it's a really good time. Or these are Daiwa Wilderness Mediums, and I link all this stuff in the description, except Slappy. I built that several years ago, but you could get like a salmon or steelhead blank, like or rod, like a 9 or 10 footer medium, and then put a spinning or bait casting reel on that, and 20-pound braid, 30-pound braid, and I think this is 30. And have a blast catching channel cats all day. Or all morning. That's my hope I got this morning. Hopefully we get a few more. And I'm gonna get my bobber back out. And since this one was shallower, I'm gonna cast one of these shallower too. The sun's coming out. It's gonna be really nice today, which is one of the reasons I wanted to get out today. Yeah, might be a little early for a moving bait presentation, but there's always the potential. Just because you got a bobber floating and drifting doesn't mean you have to leave it that way. You can just stop it. Just quit it. Yeah, a little early morning, creek sitting, coffee sipping, catfishing. It's tough to beat. Still not going to stay that long. Like, I'll give it another 4 or 5 minutes and then we're moving. It was nice to pick up a fish here, but I think there are greener pastures to be had. Maybe. Is that a bite? Yep. He just pulled it down so slow. Wow. Like, so slow I almost didn't think it was a catfish. This might be a little bit better one. No, he's fitting in. Oh, no, he's better. That drag's pretty smooth. Oh, get out. No, we got him out in front of the logs. Now we got to steer him around them, which actually works out all right. Yeah, that's a nicer one. Nice fish. Yep, he's giving me, he's giving me everything I want. Oop, slipping and sliding around on this mud. Oh, good times. All right, and I got heavy enough line where I can lift him up, set him down gently, easy. I don't usually recommend lipping catfish, at least channels and blues. I'm gonna risk it. Yeah, that was another quick one. I said maybe there's greener pastures elsewhere, but it's pretty green here so far. All right, buddy. See ya. You can hang out there as long as you want. You probably don't want to hang out there very long. Okay, let's do that like 10 more times. Get out of there. Oop. Just had a bite on the deep water one. He's still nibbling on it. Oh, I got mud all over my pants. I guess that was not an if, just a win. And the win is right now. Got another tick crawling on me. An unavoidable part of being outdoors in the spring, pretty much everywhere in the country. Is that getting bit? I think it is. Bounced a few times anyway. Well, if it got bit, we'll let it stop right there for a little bit. Timer's back on. 5 more minutes. Ooh. He's nibbling. It's not as committed as those bobber cats have been. Oh, we got another one going. I actually made a point to go look at the bobber this time. And when I looked at the bobber, he dropped it. Wonder if he got shy. I'll let him slide down a little further. Cover a little more territory. Figure out what's crawling in my boot. You know, just the standard stuff. What are you? A beetle of some sort. Oh, I looked at the bobber and he dropped it again. Maybe I need to hide behind these bushes, or stay hidden behind these bushes so they don't know I'm here. I'm joking. Just for the record. Oh, he's going. Got him. Oh yeah, nice fish. We'll go down here and see what happens. See what we gotta do. Oh yeah, dandy. Am I gonna be able to, no, did he come off? Nope. No, he's getting in the junk. Okay, what's gonna be the best way here? There might not be a way. He might be stuck. Is he under it? Is he over it? He's definitely in it, and he's off of it. Cool. Maybe the biggest one. It's definitely got the biggest noggin so far. Come here. Step on this stick. Should be able to lift you on 20. Yep, come here. Perfect. The bobber continues to dominate. I mean, like I use a bobber to cover ground and whatnot, but the bobber, the current kind of pushes the bobber the same place there. It's going to push the bait lots of times, and then I just let it drift a little bit at a time and cover some ground. Slowly. See you, bud. Well, it's not quite as fun as watching, you know, a bobber go under and just drifting. It's effective, especially on places like this. I'm debating, do I stay or go? Oh, bottom rod got hit. I was going to say, should we stay or go, just because I haven't caught a fish on either of these other ones. And although the bobber is dominating, if I was fishing in a good area, I'd still pick some up on these. All right, we'll fish here a little bit longer. They say don't leave fish to find fish. Although I could come back if I had to. Oh. Where's my bobber? Oh, it's underwater. Oh, this is almost becoming not even fair for the rod sitting on the bottom. I almost feel bad for him. Oop, oop, oop. I almost went in the water. Got the little shorty boots on, so can't get in the water too much. Can't even talk. This is a little squeaker. Come here. There we go. All right. I'm going to slide down just a little bit. Try to get set up in a spot where I can catch a fish on all three rods. This is pretty fun. All right. I think moving down here is going to be better from a fishing perspective, but the downfall is I doubt there's going to be a stump to sit on, but it's tough to have it all. And it is mucky and muddy. All right, it's a little further and I think we'll be wide open enough to fish. Ooh, this isn't going to be as effective for a bobber, I don't think, but we'll give her a try. Okay, if you like them rod holders, they're takedown rod holders, I'll link them in the description. They're well, I've been using that design for a good long while, and they started mass manufacturing them, and it's nice to be able to just buy them instead of rounding up somebody to weld them for me. And they're not the prettiest things in the world, at least those ones aren't. But if you're bank fishing, they're pretty doggone sturdy and they don't take up much room. Nice and light, that's what I really like about them. Yeah, I think it shallows up enough here where the bobber might not be quite as effective, but who knows? Hopefully the bottom rods will make up for it. There's as I say, there's a mud cloud. There's a fish there. And then I started getting a bite. That's funny. Kind of neat, really. Say the bobber's getting bit too. Yep. Little fella. It's in water so shallow I can see the swirl from the fish trying to eat it. That's pretty cool. I wonder if that sun will help the bite or hurt it. Come on. Oh, this one's getting bit. Maybe a little more serious. Maybe not. We're in fiddler country. Or maybe gar country. I don't know. I got him. We'll see if he stays on because he is small. Holy cow, is he small. I'm proud I hooked him on the side of the head, which is weird. The little ones are the hardest ones to hook. Mammoth. I'm distracted because we're getting bit over here too. And I suppose I should get another bait out so I can continue to wrangle these behemoths. Oh, that's a better swirl. I don't think that's the fish that's on my bait, but that's a nice fish over there. Yeah, he's just toting it around. Now he's taking off to the side. Ripped it right out of his mouth. Got impatient. That's what happened there. Well, I was going to get one bait for this one. I guess we'll get two baits. No lack of bites over here. Just lack of big bites over here. But hey, we did finally get a fish on the bottom rod. Got some wood ducks flying overhead. Of all the ducks, I'd say wood ducks are probably my favorite. Everybody likes them greenheads that hunts them, but I just think wood ducks live in cool places and they look neat. Whoa. I'm not sure what those were. They were unhappy. Coolest thing about fishing these dinky little creeks is there's dinky little creeks all over the country. And most of them have catfished. Oh, that's a little bit better one. Oh, we're getting bit on the other one too. He ain't a giant, but he was excited. Okay. Yeah. Sweet. Oh, there's one right there. Unless it was this. No, I don't think it was the same one. Go get him, buddy. Just go and bob and do your thing. Absolute bobber domination today. Not uncommon. Ooh. I get excited. Well, there he goes. Yep, we got him. Nice fish. Oh man, what a fun morning. Oh, that's a really nice one. Come here, bud. I think I can swing you in. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm about to go in. Yeah, it's my definition of a nice one out of a poopy little creek. Oh, that one must have got bit too. It's slack now. All right, see you, bud. Yeah. Well, that was a fun little morning. Doing some catching, not just fishing, but doing some catching. Hope you enjoyed it. I grew up fishing small streams, and I've been doing some more big water stuff and tournament stuff, and all that's got its fun too. I definitely miss some of the adventure, so I'm gonna be doing some bank walking and a lot more kayaking and stuff this year. And I don't have a boat for small streams, but I do have a kayak, and I do have walking boots, and I do love small streams. So hope you do too, because I'm gonna be out here more. But thanks for taking time to watch. I appreciate the heck out of it. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. If you want to support me, check out, oh, got a nibble. PC Fun, Waterland sunglasses. Promo codes are in the description. And Striker, I mean, that jacket that's really nice that I wear is a Striker and keeps you comfy on the water. But either way, thanks for watching. Oh, I heard something. Hope you catch a giant.